so I did a 2-card combo, and now let's do the 3 test hands. So yeah, let me just shuffle the deck first. I mean, that's the most important thing, right? So let me just power shuffle. My opponent would cut the deck, so yeah, just half. And let's see what's the hand. So first Infernity, Barrier, Shurakusai, Italy is great, and Infernity Archfiend. Decent hand. Let me just see. So I have Archfiend, Shurakusai, Teleport. Okay, let's use the Teleport to special summon the Zamin. Okay. Do I add the Foxy Tune and discard the Archfiend? Yeah, it's probably the best option. Let me just add the Foxy Tune. Okay, let's shuffle the deck. Yep, put it over here. So I can normal summon the Shurakusai, use the Zamin, right? And Shurakusai as well. That's the best option here. Yeah, probably it is. So yeah, use the Shurakusai, pay 6. Yep, go for the, where is it, the Rising Carp, and let's root out the Rising Carp to special summon the, where is it, the another Zamin, and a Deer Note. Just see, so here it is, Deer Note. Yeah, let's shuffle the deck. Yep, now let's use the Deer Note. Discard it, and let's discard the Infernity Archfiend to special summon the 3rd Zamin, right? Yeah, it's the 3rd Zamin. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, anyway, I can just now link off the Zamin. 2 Zamins going to the Turbina effect. Send for cost. Let's send the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. And since in this case I do have the Infernity Archfiend rotation, I can just send the Infernity Necromancer. So I sent the Necromancer now. Shuffle the deck. Now let's use the Deer Note and the Turbini, go into the Crush Ship, trigger the Deer Note. And Deer Note is going to target the Rising Carp, and now I'm going to trigger the Crush It to bring back the Infernity Necromancer over here. And let's use the Rising Carp for the Jam Fever. So now I have a monster negate, which is great. Let's set Barrier and Imperm over here. Let's use the Infernity Necromancer to bring back the Infernity Archfiend effect. In this case, actually, I'm going to summon the Infernity Archfiend over here. And let's add the 2nd Necromancer. Now let's use Crush Ship and Necromancer into Ripodocus, target Infernity Archfiend, make it a light fiend. Now go for the Requiem, tribute the Requiem. To special summon the Lacrima, send Engraver. Let me just see where Engraver is. Here it is. Yep. Shuffle the deck. And yeah, now I can just link up the Lacrima and the Ripodocus, go into the sequence, and now I can either summon the Airleader or the Duke of Demise, and I probably think that it's better to summon the Duke of Demise in this situation. So I use the sequence effect. You can just see what fiends I have in rotation. So I have these 3, you have Archfiend, Necromancer, you have Rhino. Do I have anything else? No. So these 6 fiends. So I can, of course I'm gonna shuffle back the Rhino, but I'm thinking about shuffling the Necromancer because I can just re-add it back with the Archfiend. Yeah, let's shuffle the Rhino and the Necromancer into the deck. Yep, to summon the, where is it, the Duke of Demise. Yeah, Duke of Demise, now Duke of Demise effect, normal summon the Necromancer, switch to defense, use effect, bring back the Infernity Archfiend, use the Archfiend, and we can just, grab the Necromancer. Yeah, that's crazy actually. So let's shuffle the deck, and now we can use the demise and the sequence. Go into the Proxy of Magician effect. Use Archfiend and Necromancer. Go into the Air Leader, and now let's go chilling 1 Proxy of Magician, chilling 2 Air Leader, and Air Leader is going to send Stygian, and yeah, of course, Proxy of Magician is going to special summon the Necromancer. Use the Necromancer, bring back the Infernity Archfiend. Now use the Infernity Archfiend. This Archfiend is going to grab, of course, the Infernity Launcher. Okay. Or I can actually add the second Archfiend, special summon it with Saruya, but yeah, I don't really need to do that. Instead, I can just use these 4 for the, where is it, the Calico Talker. Yep, I'll use the Infernity Launcher, Necromancer, 2 Necromancers. Yep, Necromancer 1 over here, and the second over here. Use the Necromancer, bring back Infernity Archfiend with an effect. To grab, let me just see what I have in rotation. So I haven't used the Engraver, which is a good thing. And I'm probably going to add the Return of the Reaper with Infernity Archfiend. Here it is, I can just set it. Yep, let's use the Engraver. Let's shuffle the sequence back to special summon the Engraver. Let me just see. So I can, yeah, use the Engraver and the Infernity Archfiend. Go into the sequence, and this one Necromancer I haven't used. So yeah, bring back the Infernity Archfiend again, and Archfiend. Do I add the second Archfiend? I already have the Return of the Reaper, which is great. Yeah, it's probably the second Infernity Archfiend. And here I'm going to link off the Archfiend, sequence, and the Necromancer for Saruya. Use the Saruya to special summon the Infernity Archfiend. Use Archfiend. Grab the Infernity Break. Let's set it over here. And let's use the Necromancer and Archfiend. Go into the SP Little Knight. Let's use the Reaper and only bring back the Infernity Archfiend because I want to leave this link zone for the sequence and the Lacrima play. Yeah, here it is. So during your opponent's turn, you can just use the Lacrima, shuffle it back, and yeah, bring back the sequence. Oh, and by the way, yeah, just add the barrier with Archfiend. That's one thing that I forgot, but yeah, so you have double barrier, break, imperm, gem fever, Calico Talker plus sequence. Also, wait, by the way, yeah, just link up the Saruya just for Zalantis. So yeah, you have a battle phase protection, you have a Omni Negate with the Calico Talker, you have a Monster Negate with Gem Fever, imperm, double barrier, break. Yeah, this deck is super freaking. This hand was really crazy, but didn't really start off that well because I drew into barrier and imperm, but yeah, we just made it work. Yeah, let me just put back the monsters into the extra deck. So yeah, shuffle the deck in half, and yeah, let's see what our hand is. Okay, so Psychic Minister, that's great. Engraver, oof, that's really bad. Balance, decent. E-Tele, and double E-Tele, that basically makes this hand so much more playable. Yeah, so I can use the E-Tele. Let me just see, so I can bring back so I can special summon the Zamin from the deck, add the Foxy Tune, and Foxy Tune is going to discard the Engraver. That's one of the options. I can also special summon the Sharkusai, but I don't have any other punks, so Sharkusai, at least for the first E-Tele, it's not that good. So let me just, yeah, special summon the Zamin. Let's special summon the Zamin over here. Use the Zamin to add the Foxy Tune. And now I'm going to special summon the Psychic Minister, because I control a Psychic. It's great. Let's use the Foxy Tune, discarding the Engraver. And let's special summon. Is it Sharkusai actually? Just see, so Sharkusai. Fuse these off. Fuse these off into Rising Carps. Yeah, I do have targets for the Rising Carp, which is great. Okay, now use the Zayamin and Sharkusai, going to the Rising Carp. Activate itself, and let's special summon the second copy or third copy of Zayamin. No, this is the second copy, which is great. And the Deer Note, where is Deer Note? Yeah, here's the Deer Note. And yeah, this is basically like just the full combo, because you have a way to Turbini, and also you already have the Deer Note, which is just a easy way to special summon the Orphan, but I'm just going to use it again. So yeah, going to the Turbini effect. Haven't even used my E-Tele or the talents. So I use the Turbinis and the Rhino for cost. The Rhino is going to send the Infernity Archfiend. And in this case, I can just set the E-Tele, or I can use E-Tele. Yeah, let's just use the E-Tele. Let's special summon any level 3 or lower Psychic. Let's just special summon the Wheel Leader. Because why the hell not? Yep. I can just set the talents. And yeah, let's now use the Turbini and the Deer Note. Go into the Roxy Magician. So if you haven't figured it out yet, this is the main combo that you're getting to from Punks to Infernity. And yeah, now I'm going to special summon the Rising Carp, trigger the Crush Ship. Crush Ship is going to bring back the Infernity Archfiend. And yeah, this Archfiend is going to grab the Necromancer. Go into Giant Fever, just standard stuff. Use the Wheel Leader and the Crush Ship. Oh wait, Archfiend has to be over here or here. Yeah, because of the Ripodocus, Light Fiend, Requiem. Where is the Lacrima? I think I already have Engraver in rotation, because I had to search the Foxy Tune to discard the Engraver. Which is, yeah, okay. That's great. Now I can do the Lacrima and Ripodocus. Go into Roxy Magician. Let me just see what fiends do I have in rotation. So I have Lacrima, Requiem, Archfiend. Do I have any other? I have the Rhino. So 5 fiends. Okay, I probably, yeah, of course I have to shuffle back the Rhino. But what do I shuffle back here? Probably going to be... Do I shuffle back the Engraver though? Maybe I can shuffle it back. Then I can just resend it with Aeroliter. That's also a good option. Or do I shuffle the Requiem back? Maybe the Requiem is... Yeah. Let me just shuffle the Requiem back. And the Rhino. To special summon the Aeroliter. Now Aeroliter effect. Normal summon the Necromancer. Switch it to defense. Bring back the different Archfiend. Archfiend effect. I didn't use my second Necromancer. Yeah. Just see what I have. So I have talents. I don't want to use the Engraver yet. Let me just see. So I have to link off the sequence to use the Engraver, and then I can just remake the sequence. Yeah, let's add the second Necromancer. Yeah, because we need to have 2 in rotation for a launcher. Now let's link off Archfiend, sequence, and the Necromancer for Serluia effect. Especially the second Necromancer. Yeah, this Necromancer is going to bring back the Archfiend effect. So I did special summon with Serluia, so I'm going to add the Infernity Launcher. Okay, we can just see. So I can use Engraver now, which is great. Is that good? Let me just see. So I can, what can I do? So I can link these two off for SP Little Knight. I can then move the what's his name, the Salantis over here, but then I only have one spot for a launcher, which is not great. Let me just see. Yeah, let me just use the Engraver. Okay, shuffling the sequence back into the exo deck. Especially on the Engraver. Now let's use the Engraver and Seruya to remake the sequence. Now since I have 4 monsters, so that's 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's 5 worth of materials. I can just summon the Alico Talker. I use the Infernity launcher, and this launcher is going to bring back the 2 Necromancers. It's great. Yep, bring back the Orphan again with this. Actually, with this Necromancer, because it's in the Exo Monster Zone. You actually want to use the Necromancer, this Necromancer, which is out of the link arrows, as late as possible, and this one as soon as possible. So, Archfiend, probably going to add the Reaper. Let me just see if we have anything else. Well, nope. I could use the Prime Minister, where is it, to banish a monster to bring it back during the end phase, but yeah, that's not really that great in this situation. Yeah, let's add the Return of the Reaper. Shuffle the deck. Now let's use the Archfiend and Infernity Necromancer. Go into the Proxy Magician. Use a second Infernity Necromancer. Oh, actually, yeah. I have used this Necromancer, so I'm going to link that up. Use this Necromancer now. Get back the Infernity Archfiend. And this Archfiend is going to grab... Is it the second Infernity Archfiend? It's probably is. Just see, so I have talents. So if I add Archfiend, I have to use the Proxy Magician, link of these two, right? Go into the Air Eater, send the Stygian, banish the Stygian to summon this Archfiend, and I have 4 link materials for Zelantis, which is great. Yeah. So add the second Infernity Archfiend. Now let's use the Proxy Magician, and yeah, special the Air Eater effect to send the Stygian Street Patrol, banish the Street Patrol, special the Infernity Archfiend, and this Archfiend, so I have the Reaper. We just add the Infernity Barrier, set it over here. Yeah, let's link off the Air Eater, Proxy Magician, and the Infernity Archfiend for Zelantis, and use the Reaper to bring back the Necromancer over here. Then use the Necromancer to protect the Infernity Archfiend effect, and grab the second barrier. And I think that's it. Let me just see. Is that anything? Yeah, that's it. And also, of course, go into the opponent's draw phase, use the Lacrima, shuffle herself into the deck, and special the sequence. So yeah, another successful test hand. The talents would have been really good if my opponent had any of the hand traps, but yeah. So yeah, successful second test hand. Let's do the third test hand, and let's now cut the deck in half. Yeah. Okay, let's see this test hand. 9 Procedure, finally I drew him. He's the best starter in the deck, of course. Oxytune, great draw. Ogre, fantastic. Italy, ooh. And Impro, wow. Okay, this hand is actually the best one so far. And it's really good at going second and also going first, because yeah, you have basically 4 extenders plus a Impro. Yeah, this hand is actually so freaking crazy. But yeah, in this case, I'm going to use the Grandpa Surgeon. Gonna summon it and pay 2000 life points, add a second emergency teleport. So we have 2 E-teles. Yeah, this is gonna get very ugly very soon, because now I don't even have to use the Foxy Tune. I can just use the E-tele, and E-tele is going to special summon the Shurakusai. Yep, Shurakusai now, pay 600 life points to fuse off the Foxy Tune and the Ogre into, yeah, the Rising Carp, tribute the Rising Carp, express summon the Xeamin, and the, where is it? The Deer Note. Yeah, here's the Deer Note. Now I don't even have to use the Foxy Tune, right, to add the second Foxy Tune. I don't have to use the Xeamin to add the second Foxy Tune, because yeah, I have too many monsters already. I have 3 level 3s plus a emergency teleport, which is another psychic. So yeah, I'm going to set the Imperm, and let's use the E-tele to special summon the Psychic Minister, because this card is actually really good going second, and it's also really good when your opponent just has some monster negate. You can just bait this card. You can just bait those monsters. So yeah, so I used the double E-tele, which is great. Now I have four level 3 monsters. Let me just use the procedure and the Prime Minister Tarbini. Let me just use this, do this very fast, because we have already seen the combo now. Where is the Rhino effect? Send the Infernity Archfiend. Yep. Then let's use the Deer Note and the Turbini. Go into the cross ship. By the way, you can also play the Cypher Lord Omega, because when you have too many level 3s on the field, which are tuners, all of them are tuners, right? You can then link off the Deer Note and the Shurakusai into the Omega, trigger the Deer Note, basically like the same thing, and yeah, bring back the, where is it? The Rising Carp. So basically changes nothing, but when you do send the Omega, send the Omega to the graveyard, you can just shuffle back the launcher into the deck. So that basically means that you have another extender. So that's also a really good option. I did cut it out because it was the 16th option, and you do get a lot of instances when you get a lot of level 3s on the board, but not that much that you actually want to play Omega just for one play. But yeah, anyway, Rising Carp special summon, trigger the Crouch Sheep, Archfiend now, Necromancer, yeah, link off into the Giant Cleaver, now link off into the Ripodocus, Light Fiend, yep, tribute itself, special summon the Lacrima sending Graver, yep, now use the Ripodocus and the Lacrima, go into the sequence, use sequence, and here I'm going to shuffle Rhino, and I do have the Ogre, which is great, so I'm going to shuffle them back for Duke of Demise, almost summon the Necromancer, yep, Necromancer, bring back the Infernity Archfiend effect, do I grab the second Necromancer here? Yeah, probably I do. So Necromancer, yeah, Duke and the sequence, Roxy Magician, now Archfiend Necromancer, Barely Channeling Controlling 2, special the Necromancer, and send the Stygian. Use the Infernity Necromancer to bring back the Infernity Archfiend effect, grab the launcher, and now I can just organize this a little bit. So I have too many monsters actually, and also this Imperm is here. Just see. So let me use the Early Turn Necromancer and the Infernity Archfiend and the Proxy Condition. So that's 5 worth of link material going to the Alico Talker. Now use the Infernity Launcher, bring back 2 Infernity Necromancers. Yep, Necromancer here and here. Use this Necromancer. I bring back the Infernity Archfiend effect. And, oh wait, actually, do I have any linked twos? But that's the problem. Wait, first, before I use the Necromancer, right, I'm going to use the Engraver to shuffle the sequence back into the exo deck. Special summon the Engraver, now use the Zami and the Engraver. Go into the sequence, now I'm going to use the Infernity Necromancer to bring back the Infernity Archfiend effect. This Archfiend is going to grab the Reaper. Now use this 3. Do I need the Saryuya, by the way? Probably. Wait. Necromancer, bring back Archfiend. Archfiend can grab the second Infernity Archfiend. Yeah, sure. Set the Reaper, by the way. Let me just set it over here. Use the Necromancer, bring back the Infernity Archfiend effect. Let's special summon the Infernity Archfiend. Let's add the Infernity Archfiend, sorry. So that's the second Infernity Archfiend. And here, let me just see. So I can use the Saryuya, special the Archfiend effect. I did use this Necromancer, right? So I do have the Reaper, which is great. I can just add the Barrier. Link of the Saryuya into the Zalantis. Link of 2 Infernity Archfiends. Go for SP Little Knight. And yeah, just use the Reaper to bring back the Infernity Archfiend. And just grab the Barrier and just standard board. Yeah, and also I have the Emperor, which is great. Yeah, this board is just disgusting. Maybe I overclocked my board because I had too many monsters. And somewhere during the combo, I probably should have even summoned the Underworld Goddess just to clear up the space. But it's okay. I mean, it's double Barrier, Imperm, 2 Infernity in attack position, Giant Fever, Espilitonite, Zelantis, Alico Talker. Oh, but I have to use the Espilitonite first, then special summon the sequence. Oh, okay, but you still get the same result, but you cannot use the Alico Talker first because you don't want to tribute either the Espilitonite or Zelantis. But yeah, those were very successful 3 task hands, and thank you so much for watching. I really do have a lot of fun making these videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you soon and goodbye.